Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the top 10 viruses that became pandemics and changed people's lives forever. From the devastation of the Spanish flu to the ongoing battle against HIV/AIDS, these outbreaks have shaped our world in profound ways. We'll journey through history, exploring the origins of each virus, how they spread like wildfire across the globe, and the fear and uncertainty they ignited in societies. We'll also discuss the treatments, vaccines and medicines that emerged from these global health crises, showcasing the resilience of humanity and our ability to fight back against microscopic threats. So, buckle up for a captivating exploration of the top 10 viruses that transformed our world, reminding us of the power of knowledge, prevention, and the indomitable human spirit.
In 2003, a mysterious and deadly respiratory illness emerged in Southeast Asia, quickly spreading to other parts of the world. This new threat, severe acute respiratory syndrome, or SARS, caused severe pneumonia and had a high mortality rate. The SARS outbreak in 2003 sent shockwaves through the global community. The virus spread rapidly, primarily through respiratory droplets, and had a high fatality rate, particularly among the elderly and those with underlying health conditions. The world watched with bated breath as healthcare workers on the front lines battled the outbreak, often putting their own lives at risk. In a remarkable display of global cooperation and swift action, health authorities around the world worked tirelessly to track and isolate cases, implement quarantine measures, and develop diagnostic tools. Within months, the outbreak was contained, largely due to these aggressive public health interventions. The SARS experience, while terrifying, served as a wake-up call, prompting a renewed focus on global health security and pandemic preparedness.
In 2012, another novel coronavirus emerged, this time in the Middle East. Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, or MERS, caused severe respiratory illness and had a high fatality rate, exceeding 30%. MERS, like its cousin SARS, is a zoonotic virus, meaning it can spread from animals to humans. Camels were identified as the primary animal source of MERS infection, and the virus spread to humans through close contact with infected animals or their products. While MERS did not spread as easily as SARS or influenza, it caused sporadic outbreaks and clusters of cases, primarily in the Middle East. The MERS outbreak underscored the importance of surveillance systems, particularly at the human-animal interface, to detect and respond to novel viruses early on. It also emphasized the need for ongoing research and development of vaccines and treatments for emerging infectious diseases.
In 2014, the world witnessed the largest and deadliest outbreak of Ebola virus disease in history. The outbreak, which began in West Africa, ravaged Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone, claiming over 11,000 lives and leaving a devastating impact on these already fragile healthcare systems. Ebola virus disease, formerly known as Ebola hemorrhagic fever, is a severe and often fatal illness characterized by fever, vomiting, diarrhea, and internal and external bleeding. The 2014 Ebola outbreak highlighted the devastating consequences of weak health systems, poverty, and lack of access to healthcare. It also exposed the vulnerabilities of a globalized world to infectious diseases, as travelers inadvertently carried the virus to other countries, sparking fears of a wider epidemic. However, amidst the tragedy, the world witnessed incredible acts of courage, compassion, and resilience. Healthcare workers, both local and international, risked their lives to care for the sick and dying.
In 2015, a mosquito-borne virus, Zika, emerged as a global health concern, spreading rapidly through the Americas. While Zika virus typically causes mild flu-like symptoms, it was soon discovered that the virus could be transmitted from pregnant women to their fetuses, causing a range of birth defects, including microcephaly, a condition in which babies are born with abnormally small heads and underdeveloped brains. The Zika virus outbreak caused widespread panic and concern, particularly among pregnant women and those planning to start families. The Zika outbreak underscored the urgent need for research and development of vaccines and treatments for mosquito-borne illnesses, for which there are often limited options. It also emphasized the importance of vector control measures, such as mosquito nets, insecticides, novel coronavirus SARS-CoV-2 emerged in Wuhan, China, causing a cluster of cases of pneumonia-like illness. This virus, which would come to be known as COVID-19, spread with alarming speed, quickly becoming a global pandemic that brought the world to a standstill. The COVID-19 pandemic has been a defining event of our times, impacting nearly every aspect of our lives, from the way we work and learn to how we interact with each other and navigate the world around us. The pandemic has tested our healthcare systems, our economies, and our social fabric. However, amidst the challenges and hardships, the COVID-19 pandemic has also showcased the remarkable resilience and ingenuity of humanity.
Avian influenza, also known as bird flu, is a type of influenza virus that primarily infects birds. However, certain strains of avian influenza, such as H5N1, have the potential to infect humans, posing a significant public health threat. H5N1 is highly pathogenic and can cause severe illness and death in humans, with a mortality rate of up to 60%. While H5N1 does not spread easily from person to person, outbreaks in poultry populations and sporadic cases in humans continue to occur, raising concerns about the potential for this virus to mutate and trigger a global pandemic. Scientists and health officials are closely monitoring H5N1 and other avian influenza viruses, working to develop vaccines and antiviral drugs to combat a potential pandemic.
Polio, a story of hope and progress. Polio, a highly contagious viral disease, once struck fear into the hearts of parents around the world. The virus, which primarily affects young children, can cause paralysis, respiratory failure, and even death. In the first half of the 20th century, polio epidemics swept through communities, leaving countless children paralyzed and many more living with the long-term effects of the disease. However, thanks to the development of effective vaccines in the 1950s and 1960s, polio has been virtually eradicated from most of the world. The global effort to eradicate polio stands as one of the greatest public health achievements in history, demonstrating the power of vaccines to prevent disease and save lives. While polio remains endemic in a few countries, the progress made toward its eradication offers hope that other infectious diseases can also be conquered through global cooperation and sustained public health efforts.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content.